The number of coronavirus cases rise in Maryland, but for another day, hospitalizations are stable, which is a key element to reopening the state. There's more than 29,000 cases with just over 1,400 deaths. Some outdoor activities resume, of course, with social distancing. Let's bring Amy Quada now. She's live with more on the first day of eased restrictions. What's allowed and what's not, Amy?
Yeah, hey, good morning, Maxwell. With Mother's Day this weekend, I know a lot of us are antsy and ready to go out to enjoy the outdoors. So what can we do? Well, state parks and golf courses are now officially back open. But if we're not feeling the land so much and want to head into the water, that's okay. You can, because recreational fishing on a boat is also something we can enjoy again as well. But of course, there are still restrictions.
People are hitting the green once again at Pine Ridge Golf Course in Baltimore City. After weeks away, some golfers are rusty. Others have been waiting.
As soon as the girlfriend left and I got the dog walked and taken care of, I was like, I'm going straight to the golf course.
So-called low-risk activities are back, as long as you're staying apart and maintaining social distancing.
The biggest thing is taking the things off the golf course that people touch. Bunker rakes, ball washers, water coolers.
Tennis, camping, fishing, all are now allowed across the state.
It's been a minute, huh?
Yes, especially when you're cooped up with a 3.5-year-old.
It's a great and glorious day in the neighborhood.
In Howard County at Centennial Park, the gates swung open once again.
A breath of fresh air because the park is open.
In Dundalk, the Anchor Bay East Marina and Hard Yacht Cafe was hoping for an instant surge in business, but they'll have to wait a little longer. No dine-in services allowed.
Well, the patio would be packed with people. The fuel dock would be real busy. There'd be a lot of boats coming and going.
What's it look like today?
The deck's empty. There's a few boats running around.
And state beaches are also open again for us to enjoy. But keep in mind the state's stay-at-home order is still in effect. So when we're outdoors, remember to continue practicing social distancing. Reporting live this morning, I'm Amy Kawada for WJZ.
Amy, thank you. Governor Larry Hogan makes decisions on several critical bills on his desk. The governor vetoed the blueprint for Maryland's future. That's the legislation to pour billions into education improvement statewide. Now, Governor Hogan says now is not the time to have massive spending increases. He also vetoed a settlement for hundreds of millions of dollars to Maryland's historically black colleges and universities and financial help to the Baltimore Symphony Orchestra. However, he did not veto the bill to redevelop Pimlico Racetrack and the surrounding community. In the U.S., there's more than 1.2 million cases of the coronavirus and more than 75,000 deaths. The numbers show cases rising in 28 states as 46 states loosen their restrictions. In New York, Governor Andrew Cuomo says the number of new hospitalizations is going down. California reported 2,600 new cases. That's its highest daily number yet. We have an update on the unemployment numbers here in Maryland. More than 109,000 residents filed for unemployment insurance last week, which is a record number, more than 3 times the amount of claims filed the week before. As the number of claims statewide rises, many are saying they're having issues getting their unemployment money and they're frustrated they can't find anyone for help. The coronavirus is also taking an economic hit on Baltimore City. Officials presented a revised budget proposal Wednesday, which includes closing 2 fire companies and reassigning personnel to reduce spending. However, no fire stations will be closed. Several council members say cuts shouldn't be made to public safety. The city's fire union also opposes the cut, saying closing the companies would mean reducing the number of firefighters available to the community. A new website aims to connect Maryland area businesses with hospitals and essential companies needing personal protective equipment. Here's Kelsey Kushner with more on the portal.
It's a one-stop shop for personal protective equipment.
It is a connection platform both to support our Maryland manufacturers and make sure that people know that there is PPE being produced in their own backyards.
The state launched the Maryland Manufacturing Network Supplier Portal, an online platform that helps connect Maryland suppliers with buyers in desperate need of critical resources like N95 masks, hospital equipment, and hand sanitizer. Heather Graham with the Maryland Department of Commerce says it's a key resource.
We were overwhelmed in a good way with companies who wanted to help and buyers who needed to find that information, and there wasn't a good place to provide all of that.
With more than 200 Maryland-based companies signed up, she says suppliers can sign up online, and once approved, they can connect with those in need to make a sale. Governor Larry Hogan says the state has been making great progress getting more PPE.
We have recently acquired 4.5 million KN95 masks, 600,000 N95 masks, 150,000 medical gowns, 1.1 million face shields, 3.5 million surgical gloves, and much more is coming into our warehouses on a daily basis.
Graham says is an important step on the road to recovery.
This is an example of how we can support each other.
She says that anyone can sign up to be a supplier. If you are interested, just head over to our website, WJZ.com, and look for this story for more information. Reporting in Baltimore, Kelsey Krishner for WJZ.
6:37 starting Monday, everyone in and around Amtrak trains and throughway buses must wear face masks or coverings. Facial coverings can be removed when customers are eating in designated areas in their private rooms, seated alone, or with a travel companion in their own pair of seats. This pandemic has sent many on another shopping frenzy. This time it's for meat. Now many supermarkets are limiting how much you can buy, but one family-owned meat market in Baltimore County is helping fill the void since the coronavirus forced J.W. Truth to shut down their wholesale restaurant deliveries. This small meat processing plant has attracted people from several states, even with extended hours and extra staff. Some people have no problem waiting in lines.
We were here a couple weeks ago, and it was maybe, I think I waited about an hour to get in. I think I've been here probably close to an hour and a half today.
All these plants closing, and you just never know when you're going to run short. And I said to myself, I better, run to the butcher and try to stock up and make sure I have enough for my family for at least the rest of the month.
When J.W. Truth stopped delivering meat to closed high-end steakhouses, it started to pack its trucks with meat going directly to the people's front door. Unlike larger plants grappled with thousands of workers getting sick with COVID-19, J.W. Truth's 50-employee plant hasn't seen a single case. A big donation to the Maryland Food Bank, nearly $6,000 is headed its way. It's all thanks to AutoStream Car Center and its customers. All last month, the company was collecting donations from people and added in 10% of their sales at 2 locations, and that's how they were able to make such a big contribution. Of course, now that money will help the food bank support Marylanders in need. Of course, WJZ has everything you need to know about the pandemic. Just go to WJZ.com and look under Top Stories for a list of resources, plus the most important links and numbers are under Quick Links.